Asus reveals RTX 5080 ROG Astral Hatsune Miku GPU and matching hardware series. Oh no. Oh. Nvidia's about to get a lot of money. Like an insane amount of money. That's actually kind of funny. Let's see. ASUS is bringing more love to Hatsune Miku fans by expanding its co-branded hardware sales on the brand new ROG Astral GeForce RTX 5080 16 gig Hatsune Miku Special Edition graphics card. This follows the earlier 5060 Ti Hatsune Miku series, which featured a slightly different design. What side is this? Video cards. Hold on. Hold on. Let's read it together, chat. And I'll bring it up on Dogways tomorrow. In fact, here. Hold on. Let me, where's Discord? Where have a Discord? Oh. I'm going to put this here. Alright. ASUS expands Hatsune Miku hardware lineup with ROG Astral RTX 5080 Special Edition. ASUS is bringing more love to Hatsune Miku fans by expanding its co-branded hardware sales with a brand new ROG Astral GeForce RTX 5080 16 gig VRAM Hatsune Miku Special Edition graphics card. This follows the earlier RTX 5060 Ti Hatsune Miku series, which featured a slightly different design. For those unfamiliar, Hatsune Miku is a virtual pop star from Japan, created in 2007 by Krypton Future Media using voice synthesis software, portrayed as a teenage girl with turquoise twin tails. She has gained popularity over the years, performing as 3D hologram, appearing in fan-made projects, and collaborating with various brands, games, and artists. The new ROG Astral RTX 5080 is designed to carry on that popularity. It features a striking blue, green, pink Miku color scheme across the cover, side, and back panel artwork. The card sports a massive quad fan design. Remember, there's a fourth fan at the back. Yes, so this one right here is what they're talking about here. So we can read this better. Just like the original ROG Astral, ASUS has added a vapor chamber with a milled heat spreader, phase change GPU thermal pad, and powerful 50 amp MOSFETs. The 3.8 slot design houses a huge heat sink and fan array, cooled by a 4-axle tech fans, while the reinforced die-cast shroud, backplate, and I/O bracket keeps the PCB secure. ASUS also adds features like GPU guard, protective BCP coating, and AuraSync RGB lighting. Those are all the features of ASUS. All the features ASUS mentions on the product page, which does not have full info yet. Alongside the GPU, ASUS is releasing several other Hatsune Miku design theme components: the ROG Rio 4 360 ARGB cooler, the ROG Strix XG7 or XG27 AC Mag -G monitor, the ROG Strix Helios 2 case, ROG Thor 1200 watt Platinum 3 PSU. Together, they let fans build an entire system wrapped in the iconic Miku aesthetic, showing just how deep ASUS is going into this fan-focused collaboration. So, this is all the parts. I do like the monitor. The motherboard also looks fairly decent, I will admit. But you're kind of losing me at the GPU. My major problem, and I probably wouldn't entertain it because of, like, my build wouldn't really look good with this. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Like, let's see. Case doesn't look bad. I mean, you got some nice back things here. Problem is with these is like that's where you're putting your GPU anyway, so like you're not even gonna see those. Okay, that's actually not too bad looking. Monitor I do like, but if you're using a monitor stand or like a monitor arm, you're not gonna see the base. Let's see. The AIO is actually pretty interesting. I won't deny that AIO is fairly interesting, but probably not worth it. That is an LCD display right here. Honestly, out of all of them, I think this is the one thing that I'm like, I might... Hold on. How are we looking here? Display port... USB... Okay. Actually, a fairly decent amount of USB on this thing. Oh, and that is an AM5 board. Huh. Huh. The Miku GPU with the violet lights illuminate? Yeah. Okay. I mean... I'm not gonna say no. I'll admit. I won't say no. Oh, God. That's the other Miku... What? Hold on. I need some more first. If we go back to May, ASUS had already presented the 5060 Ti graphics card featuring the Hatsune Miku theme. That card was actually white and turquoise. Can we see that? Hold on. Can I find that? Hold on. ASUS 5060 Ti Hatsune Miku collab. Don't mind me. I just wrote Mizu instead of Miku. That is fine. No, hold on. This is the official unveiling, huh? Yeah, okay. No, they're not confirming in this particular video that the card is indeed called the 5060 Ti. However, this information was already exposed by ASUS, as we covered in a separate article. Apparently, ASUS has just unveiled its new product series called Hatsune Miku. You can read about what's inspired this in the previous story. ASUS could have also waited 4 days for the official launch of the new NVIDIA SKU, but their launch was not just for the GPU series. It also included monitors, motherboards, and other peripherals. So the GPU was just part of the reveal. Honestly, the backplate I'm not a huge fan of. Like marketing like this is cool, but like the actual character I'm not a huge fan of. But the front here, oh, you guys can't see it here. The front here actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, this looks really interesting. All right. Yeah, here's another good look at that. That's actually, pretty good. I like that. That's the motherboard. I will be honest, I actually prefer this motherboard over that. This actually, the black with, like, the blue and the pink actually kind of illuminates that a little better. Welcome, Gabby. We're doing pretty good. So that's that. Hold on, what else do we got? In a separate video following the official launch of the Hatsune Miku product series, Tony Yu, general manager of ASUS China, shared a video discussing each of the products in the new series. Among them was the showcase of the RTX 5060 Ti GPU. This model was already reconfirmed to be the 8GB version with factory overclocking, sporting a brand new design, or cool design not shared with the other series. The card is now confirmed to have a standard 8-pin power connector, clearly not hidden as we speculated. So, the render simply did not show any cabling. Furthermore, we can now clearly see that the PCIe connector has no 16 lanes attached, confirming that it is indeed a PCI 5.0 8 spec. The 5060 Ti Hatsune Miku will only launch in China. ASUS has not yet listed this card on their official website, nor have they confirmed it will be available. So this is what that looks like. Hot take. this stuff looks better. Like, yeah, this stuff just looks better, in my opinion. The black really makes it pop better. And when was that article published? Do they not have a publish date? Oh, yeah. Back in April. Back in April. The black one have a mall colors? Yeah? Maybe I'll send this to them all and be like, hey, perfect time to upgrade your computer. I don't know, chat. Maybe we'll turn this into a video. We'll just rip it out of the stream like a couple days from now. I don't know. That's cool. That's certainly interesting.